Awesome crypto legends, in this episode we're taking a look at the most important levels for the price of Bitcoin that is going to indicate what direction we are going to go next. Now yesterday we have been getting supported very nicely from the value area low of March and April. We can see the point of control just a few days ago as well, getting that major rejection. So are we going to manage to hold this level and start continuing to pump to the upside? We're going to analyze the most important levels and trading setups, guys, in the next coming minutes. And we're also taking a look at the liquidity. Where is most of the liquidity here on the chart, and some very good important news that we need to take into consideration. Let's dive in here straight into the technical analysis. Before, I want to let you know, I have been testing out some exchanges. One of them is Bluffing. They do have proof of reserves and they are very, very transparent. They are ranked number 11 on CoinGecko. They are moving billions of dollars every 24 hours. So they do have plenty of liquidity, guys. I'm starting to use these guys because they are no KYC for a very long time. You do have up to $80,000 worth of bonus if you sign up with a link on Bluffing. Of course, you do have Bybit as well. That is one of my favorite cryptocurrency exchanges where you do have 20% fee reduction. Let's go right away with the technical analysis because yes, let's go right away with just these simple levels that we've been talking about through the last few days, right? We had major resistance. We were expecting a possibility of a breakout. However, this did not happen. We were just getting rejected from the point of control and ended up with a drop of several $1,000s. Now, yesterday we were holding very, very nicely here the value area low of the entire range of March and April. Look how well respected just this range, the value area low, with that naked point of control from that consolidation of last week, right? If we do take a look at the price action here from just last week, we have a high volume node right over here at $63,400. Now, this zone has been very well respected. It is also the 50% Fibonacci retracement. In the Legends trading community, we were talking about a double, a triple bottom potentially to happen and get that bounce to come all the way up to the dead cat bounce high. When we do zoom in on this price action, we're looking for the possibility of the price to come all the way up to these levels. This is a classic move for Bitcoin. You move down here with lower lows, double, triple bottom, and then bang, you get the rise to that lower high. This was mentioned yesterday on the Legends trading community. It's one of those setups that is just very, very likely just going to get that reaction from the 50% Fibonacci, the point of control of this consolidation range, and you're likely going to get that bounce to get above 64,600. We even reached $65,000 just a few hours ago. So very, very nice bounce of a few $1,000s to make some nice quick little profits there with that move. Okay, so that has happened. Now, what is next? What is the most important level to break to see continuation? I want to talk about the setups. This is Bitcoin on the 15-minute time frame. And let's not waste any more time and go straight to the point. Session volume profile. Now we are getting rejected from the previous day value area high. We do have a high volume node. This is where we got rejected yesterday from the previous point of control and the weekly open. This was very, very early, well, very late last night. I was going to say very early this morning, but no, this was actually still on yesterday's price action. Late last night, we got rejected from previous day point of control and the weekly open, okay? The weekly open from Monday, we did get rejected yesterday. Just testing the first dead cat bounce high. Look at this from the major drop, okay? So you get a major collapse. You got the first dead cat bounce high, a second dead cat bounce high, right? And these are classic levels to be tested and create a swing failure pattern. Now, this was actually a pretty good short trade. I did not get into this short trade. This was at 12 o'clock midnight. So I was sleeping already. So did not manage, but this is actually a really, really good short trade. You're kind of getting rejected from the weekly open and that dead cat bounce high. So what is next right now? I'm going to explain here very, very simply what should be next. What are we expecting for the price action? If we do break above the previous day value area high, I would be expecting continuation to the upside. Now, of course, what are the levels that we should be getting resistance? Let's mark this previous day value area high and go straight to the point. Previous day value area high over here. If we do break that pivot, all right, this point, and we get a nice volume to the upside, I would be expecting the price to gain momentum. However, we want to pay attention, all right, because no doubt that those highs from the breakout are likely going to be tested. So I will be looking for a successful breakout. I don't think it will fake out. Of course, stay cautious. You could just test this high right over here and get another rejection. I don't think that would be the case. If the price continues, I would be looking for that pullback, for that weekly open, previous day, value area high to jump into a long position to at least come back up and test the highs from the breakout, okay? Super important, just scaling up here, following the trend to the upside, the local trend, and that is what I would be looking here for the next coming hours. If we get that breakout, then I would be looking for the retracement to jump into the long, at least to test the highs. What level can we reject? Something very important to note here. We did form this consolidation in between Monday, Tuesday, and almost Wednesday here before we got the collapse. And we left a value area low. Taking a look at Fibonacci here from the pivot high to that pivot low created yesterday. 618, yes, no doubt 618 could get a reaction, but if we do break up here to the 618, I would still be looking for a bounce to retest the highs. Most important level for me for a possible reaction is the 7-8 Fibonacci, where we do have the value area low of this consolidation between Monday and Wednesday, okay? Value area low, very strong with the 7-8 Fibonacci, clear level of rejection. That is a point that I would be looking possibly for a quick short scalp, okay? Get into the rejection of the 7-8 Fibonacci. That is the only way that I would be looking to short this. Not as the price is above, because it might just blast through. As the price is hitting the level and getting beneath the 7-8, I would be looking for a very interesting pullback of a few $100s and be very defensive with my stop loss, because you're basically fighting the trend and it might just get a quick pullback and then continue to the upside to claim above $67,200, right? That would be the insane bullish case scenario here. And no doubt I'll be looking for volume strategy. So if you do have high volume on these breakouts, create a resistance pullback and then another breakout with high volume, I would be looking for these highs, guys, to flip as support, at least to come up and test the highs, because you could double top. All right, this is a take profit zone. Those double highs, okay, double tops are to take profits, because you might just get a big corrective move and start breaking down, okay? Double tops, you always want to take profit, because you don't know if the price is going to reverse very drastically or just get a small pullback and continue. You just really don't know what is going to happen when you double top, okay? Basically rejecting from the breakout high. You need to take those profits as you reject if you are in a long position. Let's talk about the levels of support here. Major levels of support that we do have. I think it's very simple for me to look for the next trading setup. Now, we did end up with a swing failure pattern from this pivot low yesterday. I did manage to get into a quick scalp day trade long, already took some profits with this rise. Basically what we mentioned on yesterday's live stream was a recovery from the value area low, okay, and the naked point of control. We did get that nice bounce here, and this was acceptable to get into a long position. It was basically swing failure pattern from this level, this rise over here was enough to speculate in a long position to sweep up those lower highs. Got into a quick little scalp day trade position and then obviously went to sleep, okay? Very, very nice bounce here. We mentioned this on the live stream. We need a rise here, a significant rise on the price action to get above all of these levels, and that is basically what happened. And then we got the rise here to the upside to claim those lower highs from the dead cat bounce. Now, what is next? What if the price starts dropping very aggressively? What is the next level of support that I am looking at? Is that naked point of control and the value area low of the range. Now, as you can see here with the price action, this is very disturbing. It probably formed kind of 5 waves here to the downside, or maybe 3 waves. It is a little bit disturbing here with the micro counts. However, what we can see is that we've broken the downtrend structure from yesterday with this higher high. Could we form a higher low at this point, or a diamond reversal pattern formation? This is definitely a possibility, guys. So I am looking at the pivot low of today to see if we are going to test it and create a swing failure pattern. This for me is a great swing failure pattern level, failed auction level, because this could be very impulsive to the upside, breaking lower highs, breaking structure, and we could be forming a three-wave structure here to the downside, and then looking for that failed auction and then a nice recovery to claim the highs and go to higher levels. So my long positions that I am looking at here again is a failed auction from today's lows. We got the value area low, the naked point of control, which is no longer naked, where we did get supported yesterday. But as you can see, if we do form a three-wave structure here to the downside, I would be looking at the 618 Fibonacci retracement, where we do have the value area low of the range. Could get an instant reaction from here. I prefer a chilled long position. Getting here the reaction, creating a failed auction. I can understand that this is a three-wave structure to the downside. If we do get a sign of strength getting above the lows right there, this for me would be enough to speculate that the low is in right there in an ABC, and we are going to form a third wave in the next coming days. So I'm still speculating on that possible long position. If we do get a falling knife, guys, or start falling very aggressively, I will not enter any long position if we start falling very aggressively. Taking a look at the liquidity, most curious is that most of the liquidity is sitting above $67,300. We got a couple of billion there. We do have many billions of dollars at the $72,000, $73,000 range. Is it possible for a major recovery in the next coming days to get all of those short liquidations? I'm going to believe that yes, maybe it is, because what we do see here is the possibility of the finished ABC wave right there. We got the first wave up in a one wave, and we're possibly going to form here the second wave now in the next 1 to 2 days, and then look for that explosive move to claim all of that liquidity and start those waves to the upside in the next coming days. I am still speculating on that scenario. It does look quite good for that to play out. So let's just wait here in the coming days, see what happens. Breaking, we have Stripe is now accepting crypto payments. No doubt, very bullish, sign of mass adoption. We have Morgan Stanley preparing 15,000 brokers to proactively recommend clients to buy spot Bitcoin ETF. Very bullish, no doubt. Bullish here, mass adoption sign. New Meta Planet becomes the first Japanese public company to purchase 1 billion yen, okay? $6.2 million. Looked very much more than that, but anyway, $6.2 million worth of Bitcoin, equivalent to 30% of its current market cap. Absolutely phenomenal. We are seeing some signs here. We got a Japanese company, okay, that is, purchasing some Bitcoin. Something that looks very, very peculiar here is the daily flows of Grayscale and BlackRock. It seems like they are mirroring. They got the outflows of Grayscale and the inflows of BlackRock. And look at this. They basically, whatever Grayscale sells, that is what BlackRock buys. For the moment, it's been really flat. There has been hardly any Grayscale outflows and zero inflows the last couple of days from BlackRock. They have been buying quite aggressively during the last couple of months. We've got to be honest here. So just a few days with not buying, any Bitcoin is totally fine. Legends, thank you very much for joining this episode. I will be doing a live stream with Devolt later. He's going to provide all the technical analysis and what he believes. Absolutely amazing. Super excited. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe right away. Check out my Bybit tutorial to learn how to trade on that platform like a professional, and I will see you in the next one.